Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wood Traveler, episode 2. Alright, hey, we're here today with Drew from rhwoodshop here in Moore, Oklahoma. Anybody? Nobody singing? Okay. Oklahoma. Shut up, Ron. We've been here over the weekend. Drew and I did a project. Had to get a little bit on the out of control side. Drew normally builds these exquisite hammers. These are nice dead blow hammers. They're filled with buckshot. This one, the big boy here, I hope that's in frame. The big boy here is filled with, I think those are about 1/4-inch ball bearings.
Yeah, probably so.
Well, I can actually reach some here. I'll zoom in on those in a little while. But yeah, so we decided we were going to make Thor's BFH. And everybody knows what BFH stands for. So Drew, tell me, how long you been doing this as a Rockin' H kind of guy?
Rockin' H started back in 2006, shortly after I got married to my wife. We moved to Norman, Oklahoma, which is just south of here, about 10-15 minutes, and there was just a little one-car garage that I worked out of. I've got some hand-me-down tools from my dad, and
a one-car garage?
Just a one-car garage.
Still bigger than Brian Kidney's shed.
No offense, Brian. But anytime I needed to woodwork, I always had to take my tools out into the driveway and just cook myself in the sun while I did a project. So usually by the end of the day, I had a pretty good sunburn. But after that, before we moved to this place, my wife's grandfather, before he passed, called us up and asked if I wanted his tools because he wasn't able to do woodworking anymore. So went up and picked up a table saw, bandsaw, a couple of workbenches, and after that, the rest was history. I started doing craft shows and then custom work, and now I'm here doing the podcasting. So it's just kind of grown from there.
Now we're going to provide a link for his YouTube channel and his Facebook and all of that. You look down below. What do you think is one of your best projects?
My proudest project has got to be my ultimate table saw cabinet. That thing is just a workhorse, and it's tons of surface area to work with, and everything is just so readily accessible with all the drawer storage that I have. And the moment I posted it on YouTube, I got thousands of hits, and I even had a couple of blogs written about me, one in particular by Steve Ramsey. John Hayes and Jay Bates also did a spot or two on me as well, and after that my channel just exploded.
And let me tell you, this cabinet is something else. It's going to take a flatbed tow truck if he ever decides he wants to move it anywhere. What was the first thing you ever sold?
Whew. I think the first thing I ever sold was a quilt rack, because that was one of the items in my craft show.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, you did a lot of craft shows too, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
What would you say is like your biggest pet peeve? What really just trips your trigger?
What just grinds my gears?
What grinds my gears?
The thing about woodworking and mass production has kind of ruined this for a lot of us. People will come to my craft shows when I used to do them and walk into my booth, walk up to something they really like, look at the price tag and go, oh, I can get this at Target or Walmart much cheaper, let's go. And just walk out of my booth. And I just want to throw something at them as they're walking down the aisle. That has got to be my worst pet peeve.
I tell you, if you want Walmart quality, please don't buy my stuff. I've been saying that. What besides woodworking, what else do you do for a hobby kind of thing?
I mean, I like to bike ride. Back whenever I was younger, I used to do trick riding and BMX freestyle, stuff like that. But I really don't have another hobby per se, because I mean my 40-hour work week job just takes it out of me, and I just don't have a whole heck of a lot of time to do much else whenever I'm doing podcasting.
Well, that's totally understandable. Now, without saying the norms, Oh well, oops, I said the norm.
The norms.
Who, if you had a chance to meet anybody, who would it be?
Right now, I'd have to say I'd really like to meet. I'd like to meet Jay Bates. He and I have been talking quite a bit, and we got a lot in common as far as the woodworking goes, and I just think I just relate to him pretty well. And I mean, anybody's going to say Norm Abram or Steve Ramsey because they're just the mainstream people, but I mean, there's a whole bunch of influential people out there, and I just think Jay's one of them that just turns my head in some of the projects that he does.
Something about you that nobody knows. Now, actually, I know something about him that nobody knows. What he does when he's not in the garage. And this actually floored me. Tell him what you do for a living.
I am a full-time radiology supervisor.
Smile for the camera.
But the thing that most people might not know is that I was a black stripe, which is just one rank below black belt in Taekwondo that I took for 12 years. Okay, like I told you guys, my proudest moment has got to be my table saw cabinet. And if you can kind of see the top in the frame right now, it is just a massive, massive unit. And it basically is the size of a piece of 4x8 sheet of plywood. The cart itself that it rides on is a 4x8 sheet, and this one is just slightly smaller. Yep, this end has the router table installed in it, and it has a Jessam lift. Sorry, we just got done with the project today. But it's got a Jessam lift with a 1 1/4 horsepower router. It's a Craftsman model that has a variable speed on it. Also has adjustable collets from 1/4 to 1/2. Over here is all my drawer storages for my bits. I've got 1/2-inch shank as well as 1/4-inch shanks up here. Just accessory drawers for the router there, and then down below is just every router that I own, and all accessories for it are down south.
All right, so that's a look at his workbench, table saw, router table, Buick. Right here.
That's good. That's good. Cadillac.
It's definitely at least a small car. That's a look for that. I'm going to provide a link so you can actually watch the build, or you can see it, a complete interview of it.
And there's a video series of the entire thing as well. So it's like a 10-part series that I've got on my YouTube channel, and it's one of my most popular videos. So you won't be disappointed. Stop
over, give them a like, check out the videos. It's been a pleasure being here. I appreciate you putting up with me and sponsoring my visit and talking with all my viewers. And hello to all your viewers, because now they're going to be over here visiting. Give us a like, drop us a comment, stop by and see my weekly blog. This week, coming up after this shot, after I pull out of here, I'm heading for Texas, and I'm going to stop at a couple of interesting places on the way, I hope. Well, I hope they're interesting. And join me then. Until the next time, I'm Ron.
I'm Drew.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
10 in, 10 out.